Hello everyone and welcome to QualityRPGs. Today we are having part 12 of the Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer campaign. And it seems we are kind of losing it to the hunger bit by bit. So we are now in the Academy of Shapers and Binders. And let's go snooping around. Saphia, I don't know how much more of this my poor nerves can take, dear. You should leave here as soon as you are able. I need to find out what Nefris was up to before she died. Where should I start? I should think her tower would be the place, although it will be in a bad shape. It was where she met her end, and I'm sure Araman will have gone through her possessions looking for information about the founder. If anyone had knowledge of her, it would have been Nefris, though maybe you'll get lucky, you wouldn't be interested in the same knowledge after all. Where can I find Nefris's old chambers? Well, she's in the tower, so the directions are very simple. Look for stairs up and keep climbing until you aren't anymore. Okay. Farewell. And I guess you guys, yeah, you are following. A vase.
There are signs of battle here, but yet the school seems intact.
I guess some enemies over here. Students. Okay, what's in there? So we can hit them. Yeah, there is something on the other side, but it seems mysterious device. Who's built that Quicksilver? How long has that sulfur been left to boil? I leave these students alone and they revert into children. Let's actually head over there. Oh, there is a door. Master Einaras. Now, what is the first thing you want to do when extracting a soul? Yes, Ojit. Gag the subject. Can anyone tell me what was wrong with Ojit's session, Bahin? Or Bahirt? You have to restrain your subject first or he'll just remove the gag. Excellent, Bahiri. A subject is only useful when he isn't fleeing. Try to think your answers through, Oj. Well, bless my high-born blood class, we have a very special guest here with us today. Would you care to introduce yourself to the class master? I think you are mistaken. I'm not here to speak to the class. Araman mentioned you might visit our school, but to have a true spirit teacher here in front of my class, what a treat. You are generous to share your guest with us, Mr. Saphia. As always, it is a deep pleasure to have you in my room. Yes, and thank you for your excellent choice of words with regards to your pleasure. I wonder, would you be willing to show us your spirit teaching technique? I was just lecturing on that subject, but the students would surely benefit more from a live demonstration. There is a tremendous reward in it for you. I'll give you access to some of the Academy's rare treasures. Wealth is no object to me. There is simply no substitute for hands-on learning. I find it best not to allow myself to be ruled by my hunger. Oh, come now, what kind of talk is that? Think of the children. Class, do you want to see a soul devoured? I do, would you? Devouring a spirit is a horrific, unconscionable act. I will never do it for the amusement of others, now or ever. As you wish, you have deprived yourself of a wonderful opportunity, not just for wealth, but for the joyful experience of educating young people. Okay, cracking the skull of this madman would also be a joyful experience and a valuable lesson for his students as well. I guess that would be the case. And nothing of interest otherwise. And here is the library. Caretaker. The golem looks in your direction with an empty stare. Okay, very well. I don't want to have any souls. Soul housing. Soul housing, okay. That might be that we need to return there at some point. But before that, let's have fun and crash some parties. Artesh, come to enjoy the festivities. What do you mean by that? A few of our teachers died in the coup. Supporters of the headmistress, the supervisor of this golem lab, just so happened to be one of them. A terrible shame. Mistress Rehema was a strong and capable wizard. I'm glad she stood up for my mother, but her death is a loss to the academy. And here we are, with all these spare golem Nefris brought us and no instructions to put them to good educational use. Same really. Mistress Rehema always said that the best way to learn about something was to examine its inside, so I got to thinking we could sure see the insides of these golems faster if we made them smash each other open in single combat. So now we build golems and they destroy each other, and I make money on the side by taking wagers. Okay, very well. Golem tools. Perhaps we could even make a golem of our own. I don't know. Okay, well, we don't dare to disrupt a class. Well, that's a dangerous looking student. Looks like a night walker. I guess we will visit the... Well, let's visit this room first. Master... Cauldron... Oh, gauntlets. Forge... Master... Poruset. Oh, hello. Hello, Master Boris. It's a pleasure to see you again. It's good to see you also, Mr. Sapphire. Are you well? Not exactly. My mother's absence and Araman's takeover of the academy coming here home has not been as joyous as I would have hoped. Oh, I'm sorry, I had forgotten my work occupies my mind, so I would expect nothing less from you than an unfailing devotion to your studies. I'm very pleased to see you alive. Do you need something from me? Okay, anything about the forge? Okay, so let's head to the instructor's quarters. Mirror. Okay.
My attack has no effect.
So it seems we need to find some kind of power source to blast through at least some of the doors. Black spider. No clues. And there is my room. Part of the mess. The creatures are all my creations. They keep me company when other red wizards grow tiresome. That is to say, much of the time. So probably that way is good. Some kind of a dining hall. Okay, Elder Earth Elemental shouldn't be too difficult. Bookshelf. It looks like there is something. Oh. Some pit fiends. Look at this one. Thalka. Something familiar about him, wouldn't you agree? As usual, Oronok, you are mistaken. We have never seen this mortal before. Not the sight, my slow-witted associate, the smell. You said, look, my developmentally stunted colleague, and so I did. But you make points, have we crossed paths before, mortal? I'm often confused with other spirit eaters, maybe that's it. Is that so? Well, no, that wouldn't be it, unless... I believe you have hit upon it, Thaka, but don't spoil it. You might inadvertently spare this mortal some pain. A good thing you caught me, Oronok. I very nearly did, but no longer I shall say no more. How might we be of service, mortal? I guess we don't want to have any chat with them. So what's over there? To Headmistress's tower. Oh, that was soul housing. Well, what does it do? Okay, so we could perhaps return it. And a mirror. A bookcase and a chest. not a very sturdy chest. Another soul housing. That's a lot of mirrors, by the way. Stout golem legs, I don't think we need those. Some scrolls. Can we bash?
Attack has no
No.
effect.
So I think we are in for some kind of a puzzle. Sooner rather than later. Potion of heal, that's a good find. Some scrolls. Another potion of heal, perhaps we should save. Bebtu. Amonchero. Okay. This man's lips move as if to speak, but his voice can manage no more than the faintest of whispers. You will have to lean in closer in order to hear him. Lean in. Sapphire has brought you good. It is as Nefris hoped. Bebtu, what are you doing here? Who did this to you? Don't worry yourself. I've done this by choice, and with your mother's help, it was a success. What was a success? Nefris asked me to keep something safe for you. She wanted to be sure it was you who got it, not Araman. That was her greatest fear. This was all I could do to reassure her, an apprentice's greatest honor. So what is it you are carrying? The room we are in, it's a ward for the soulless. Nearly all our most important work at this school requires human subjects and sacrifices. Subjects who lose their souls are brought here to die. I endured such an experiment in order to have my soul transplanted for a surrogate. It is all that keeps me from death and the very thing Nefris sought to keep from Araman. Why do I need an artificial soul? This may be more than Nefris intended you to know, but Sapphire is here. Surely her mother would want me to disclose everything if it meant her safety. The surrogate is a key, one of the several. It will help open the door in Nefris's room. It was her wish that you reach what is behind it. Araman hunts our academy's founder as we speak. He suspects any locked door of hiding her. I don't know what's behind this door, only that sealing it to Araman was more valuable to Nefris than her own life. How can I get what I need from you? The surrogate can be displaced. My original soul has a natural affinity to my body. It will re-enter on its own and the surrogate may be extracted. You would need to locate my soul and bring it back to me. For my own safety, Nefris did not disclose the location to me, but she was fond of hiding things in plain sight. I would expect her to have hidden it in the soul depository. For you, it would simply be a matter of identifying it. There is a vessel there that serves exactly that purpose. Where is this depository? It's in the center of our main classroom wing. It would have been straight ahead of you when you entered the academy. How will I know which soul is yours? There is a viewer of sorts in the depository that will give you a window into a small cross-section of the soul. I wish I could tell you more, but naturally I have not had the opportunity to view it myself. I suspect you will find it, and I will certainly know it when you bring it near to me. I will return with your soul. Okay, let's have a chat with Ammon. The color has drained from his body and he appears to be in some kind of vegetative state, but there is no mistaking it. This man is Amonchero. Heal. Determine the cause of his condition. Failure. Nothing about his state reminds you of any element you are aware of. However, Bebtu mentioned this was a ward for soulless.
Yes.
Could you do something useful over there? Okay. Let's see if we can get to the tower. We can. Okay, let's save. And get going. And not... oh, something of interest. Judging from the blast marks around it... okay. Have been... apparently by its maker there is nothing else resembling a keyhole anywhere in the door. An inscription has been engraved across the center of at eye level. It reads as follows. 4 wayward souls, 4 incomplete, unique in flaw with fates foregone. 4 hidden now, each place discreet. Assemble here, advance the pawn. Limited and damned, imagined and splintered. 4 reunited souls, their door thus re-entered. There is nothing else of interest. Okay, so that's where we need to go at some point. And that might actually be interesting. You found this burnt piece of paper in the ashes of Nephris's fireplace. Though very little of the original paper is readable, it looks as though the message was a short one anyway. It reads simply, seal the door. I guess the door has been sealed. The classrooms... okay. So let's examine... oh. They don't seem to be very good students. So we probably end up building a golem because we need to kind of win the tournament and gain access to one of the soul stones. That's my guess. Oh, that's a lot of... some methods and probably puzzle. Let's have the whole gang on this side. I'm not sure if that was a good thing we did. Selkhit. No, this can't be right. Where did I lose it? Lost something, maybe I can help find it. I doubt it. I lost a thread of my proof here. I have to have goofed a few steps back, but I'm not seeing where. I'm trying to solve this challenge problem that Headmistress Nefris left open to all of us. It's theoretically impossible, but she says she managed to do it herself. What's the problem? Oh, gonna give it a try, huh? Well, I can't say I like your odds, but they are probably as good as anybody else. Anybody's except me, I'm way ahead. The problem is this. Mephits as a species tend to move and intermix chaotically. If you had a room of fire mephits next to a room of ice mephits with an open door between them, in time they would distribute themselves evenly. Both rooms would have equal number of ice and fire mephits. The natural flow of their movement is always from order to disorder. The problem is to do the reverse, to resegregate the two rooms such that one has only ice mephits and one has only fire mephits. I believe I understand. How am I supposed to do that? Naturally, they are uncooperative. Nefris claims they have done it simply by opening the door between the rooms at the proper times. When it opens, the nearest mephit onto the door on either side will switch places. I'm still working out my strategy on paper. Given the rate and direction each mephit tends to move, I feel like the answer is just beyond my reach. What happens when the problem is solved? Well, there is the prestige, of course, that goes without saying, but Headmistress Nefris developed a way to harness the pent-up energy that the solution state creates. In this room are 4 fragments of a soul that Nefris split apart long ago as part of an experiment. A soul can be split, but it cannot be restored by fusing the resulting fragments one direction like the mephits. It was the Headmistress's hope that she could funnel the energy from one of the impossibility into the other. That is, in doing the flow of the mephits, she might be able to undo the splitting of the soul. I don't know if she ever got it to work, but I have heard she devoted decades to the research. Seems sake to me, but that was never an obstacle for the headmistress. I think I will give it a try. Perhaps we shouldn't have killed the mephits.
Let the earth take you!
Whoops. Okay, where is our latest quick save? Some minutes back, so I think the mephits are still alive. So let's have the chat. How do I operate the experiment? Oh, that's the easy part. All you need to do is pull a lever that will open and shut the door, allowing exactly one mephit through from either side. Okay.
They can be ornery and ill-tempered, but I find mephits rather endearing. There's honesty in their unpleasant demeanor.
So we want to get, I guess, the ice mephits. This side? Oh, okay. Well, perhaps the fire mephits then. Good. Okay. How in the name of Sam did you do that? That was incredible. It's a shame about the soul, though it looks like it almost totally fused together, but not quite. You can still kind of see the individual fragments. You'll be the envy of every student at the academy when word gets out, which means you'll almost certainly be killed. Good luck with that. Okay, well that's nice. Atsu, Mistress Cesura.
Perish!
Okay. Resistant doors. Okay. Seems not interested in chat. Oh, there is... No, there is not another door. Okay. So let's go and ask about the instructions. Are there rules here that I should know about? The visitors are permitted to withdraw a single soul per party. Those who attempt to leave the premises with more souls than is permitted shall face the Despotity's defense mechanism. Any who stand in the depository and do not observe silence are subject to punishment by its defense mechanisms. Okay, how do I use the equipment here? Souls may be viewed by placing them in the viewing receptacle and pulling the lever next to it. How many souls do I have checked out right now? Okay. Soul housing. So the receptacle beside you flares to life, projecting above it a dazzling display of images and forms too much in flux to single out any particular. Voices to search and recede, whispers and echoes mostly, but gradually a singular voice rises above the rest. This is bad, she said she'd meet me right after class. It's been too long, I've been here too long, this is bad. What could she have to tell me? I'm sorry, not her. Not in 1,000 years I should go, I have never been here. I have been here for too long. What good would an apology even be? He loves her now, nothing will fix that. Why did I even come here? You are so naive for hoping for what? Pathetic. And now you are alone in this creepy secret room and you still haven't left. She's not coming, why would she... The door. Get to the door before... Locked, of course she would do it. No one else knows I'm here. Well, that's just plain brutal. Voices to search and receive. Okay. And nothing of interest. Maybe it does nothing, maybe I'll pull it and nothing will happen. Big deal for nothing, no need to get worked up. But what if it does do something? Does it look evil? What does an evil lever look like? You're hopeless, you wouldn't know an evil lever if it turned your arm into a serpent. You certainly didn't know the one that sprayed Drunham with poison gas. You didn't know the one that burnt off Sekreth's face, or the one that was rigged to poke that sleeping manticore that ate Priva. This is different lever, though different is good, and none of them has actually done anything to the person pulling the lever yet. Must be for the testing purposes. If you don't pull it and it's something good and someone else gets it, you'll never forgive yourself. Neither would Sekreth, Deneb and Prieve if they were still here. Their spirits are looking down at you, wishing they could be here to pull the lever with you. Friends, this is for you. Okay. I mean, this is... a gift from your doting admirer, the first of many, I'm sure. How else could he keep a woman's interest? Not with his looks, that much is certain. His looks, his stares, like I'm not even human, like I'm a slave, or a cut of meat. What is his sick fascination with the girls he teaches? He's probably never been with women. Why else the stares? Why else the awkwardness and strange gifts? Keys. Who gives a woman keys? Still, it's a gift. There will be more, especially if I play him right. There will be other advantages too. If I don't lead him my way, someone else will. And there is this key. Why can't I use it? Does it lead to something that I can use against you? Something valuable? Or will you write me some drool-spattered love notes about how it's the key to your heart? Either way, it's in my best interest to know what it opens. So we do have at least 4 of these. He has to know by now. I practically told him, could have tattooed it in my forehead, maybe I will when it's done. I'm on the rise, he's on his way out. The Selkhits have said as much, just about dared me to do it. Prove I have the will to govern, I'll show that and more. I'll give them a demonstration of the kind of rule I mean to have in his place. He will be my first example, my old mentor, my fading father. I'll fly a new banner over my thoughts, crafted with his skin, stitched with his sinew. The light above the receptacle flashes brightly, the image is transitioning at an incredible pace. At last they slow and the voice from before is audible again. It's no good, too wide, I can't close this, can't hold it together, stand and I'll lose my blood all at once. All the time spent looking for wards, elaborate magical traps, he knew I would miss it, he knew. Could I crawl to a healer? Crawl before I bleed dry? No, he'll not have that satisfaction. I'll go out on my terms, on my blade, the end of a brilliant political career. Perhaps he'll slip on the blood and break his blasted neck. Okay, no love lost over there. So perfect and quiet too, not fussy. I must have got that from me. Better be careful not to say that out loud with her mom close like this. So quiet, no idea yet what we do here. Not for a while, it only gets worse. Sorry, this is my doing, I brought you into this. Stop this, find a way before it starts, before she can work, before... She's quiet, he doesn't know she came out alive, maybe she didn't. Would he check? It would be below him to check. How long could we hide her? The lights above the okay. Did he hear? Don't move, stay still, just wait. Wait. A sound and it will be the end. The straps, the wall, the lash, no, the noose. He'll have it in for me this time. He hears and she'll pay. That's what you want. Give him time to sleep again. You have all night to get it. So thin without her mum. If I don't get it now, I'll have failed her. Stay patient. Quiet. This is a potential one, I think. But we still have one more to go. I think it's... no. Okay, let's take this. Ah, there is more. So at least 1, 2, 2 more. Such an opportunity, such advancement to be in her company, to know what she knows, what work she does, the forefront, absolute forefront foundations of the universe comprehended, iron law made pliable in her hands, such hands. I can never disappoint, I'll commit to this to her, it must be all of me. All of me for she who understands, for she whose soul is wanting as my own. The light above, okay, this is insanity, only a fool would consider it. Is that what I am? Would she even notice? Fool. It's never been done. Has she ever attempted anything similar, or did she ask me without testing? Would she do that? She would, if she needed to, she would. She'd do it for him. Who is he? Did he go through this, or worse? Nothing is worse. She would have seen to see that, have to notice. I'll die for this, if it will fail, and I'll die in agony like the rest of those poor wretches in that nightmare room. I'll die, and this will be all over. Good. Okay, so let's take this and try to check out. 3, 4, 6. You may live with it, provided you do not exit with. Okay. Very well. And let's head to the... There is still that mirror puzzle and other puzzles too, probably. Have you brought my soul? My body calls out for its return. Yes, I believe I have it here. Yes, I can feel it now. Its warmth, it is familiar to me, if I can just drink it in. Ah, such a relief. I have existed as a shell, come to know the despair of emptiness. I was not prepared for it. Perhaps he'll be wise enough to keep his soul where it belongs from now on. The surrogate has collected in my soul's place, as Nefris said it would. Such an inscrutable woman, my mentor, but wise like no one else I have known. I'm somewhat lost without her guidance. Thank you for your sacrifice, Bebtu. I'm glad it seems to have paid off. Paid off, who can say? It was what she wanted though, so I did it what I could. Before I forget, take this to the depository caretaker if you do not want to earn his wrath with an overdue soul. You should return to your task at hand. The longer you stay here, the more likely you will be stopped, and all this will have been for nothing. Perhaps it is in anyway. So we got a note signed by an instructor at the Academy of... This note may be presented. Okay, I guess we will just return it then. And perhaps we will actually see if we could utilize the fractured soul. Oh, lab journal. Okay. I guess that's about the soul. And let's see if we could open the door. Okay, so we need still 2 more souls. But I think we will... Well, actually I think I need to... I will probably forget to return the note to the caretaker unless I do it now. So let's head over there. And probably we could get one of the souls from that guy. An instructor gave me this note so that I can check out souls again. This is acceptable. One of your checkouts is now forgiven. Okay. So yeah, I think that's actually everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityRPGs out.